in my opinion, is the finest Dean Martin tribute artist in the business. Now, I met him about 6 years ago in this theater. I was on the stage, we just finished a show, and he was in the audience. And he came up to me and he said, hey Steve, he says, you know, I do a little Dean Martin. And it was like everybody, you know what I mean? I do a little this, I do a little that. I'm like, that's very nice, that's good. All I can say is 6 years gone by and we're working together ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Lynn. Come on out here, Jack.
Hey. I was getting dry back there, I left my drink on.
What?
Salute.
Salute. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say scold.
Scold.
You forgot your, of course it's scold, it's got ice in it. Come on, let's
Are you going to tell that story about that girl?
You know, well, it's not a story. I don't remember her name. That was in the hotel bar last night. Remember that 5'12"?
To the audience.
All right, she's not going to care.
Yeah.
She was about 5'12". Remember, sweet, beautiful blonde.
Oh yeah. Her name was Inga.
Inga.
Oh, beautiful girl.
She was banging on my door for 45 minutes.
Was she?
Yeah, I wouldn't let her out though.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Lynn, you go on out.
Well, you know, back in 1953, Dean Martin recorded this next song, and he really didn't want to do it because he thought it was silly and didn't fit that suave image that he had back then, but nonetheless he did it. It was a really, really big hit. And if any of you here this evening are of the Italian persuasion like I am, any Italians got This is really the Italian national anthem, I think, back in the 50s and 60s, and maybe you remember this too, right? In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they say. When the moon hits your eye like a beats of fire, that's the boy. When the world seems to shine like you had too much wine, that's the boy. And you'll simply compel hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a game, not a devil. So he got an offer to run bootleg liquor, so he did that for a while. Then he was a car dealer in a speakeasy, and he was even a professional boxer for a short period of time. He used to joke that he lost 10 out of 11 fights, so he figured it was time to quit, right? But the record really shows that he won 10 out of 11 fights, and the 11th fight was a draw, so you really can't count that. But he was a young guy, 18, 19 years old, and he didn't have the money for the proper equipment to protect his hands, and he ended up breaking all of his knuckles. If you ever saw him on TV or in the movies, you'd see his hands were a little mangled up. Got a permanently split lip and 2 broken noses during his boxing career. And he had a pretty big nose to begin with. He was a young guy. And the rumor is that Lou Costello from Abbott and Costello, he gave Dean Martin $500 to go get his nose fixed. Made him look like that over there. So anyway, a little bit of Dean Martin trivia. So, what do we have next here? Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite tunes. And this song was actually my mother's favorite song, so well, now wherever you are, this is for you. 1958, made it into the top 10. Beautiful song. Return to me. Oh, my dear, I'm so lonely. Hurry back, oh my love, hurry back, I'm yours.
I got a story for you and for the audience.
Okay.
Okay.
To Two separate stories or just one story?
No, one story.
Oh.
Just stay with me, all right?
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay. Ridgefield is famous also for the Rat Pack. Did you know that? Ah, some people are shaking, yes, okay.
Must be old people.
If you go down Route 7, it's a road that goes from Norwalk all the way to Danbury, Route 7, okay? All right? Okay. There's a road called New Road.
New Road.
Yes, New Road. If you make a left on New Road, right there was a bed and breakfast or a barn, pretty much, where the Rat Pack would come to drink and eat and stay. You think I'm kidding? This is a true story, okay?
We believe you so far.
Oh, yeah. We're talking Sammy, Frank, Dean, Joey Bishop, Peter Lawford. They all went there.
A whole bunch.
And then they would walk over. This is a true story. It's in the papers. Look it up. They would walk over to the Stonehenge.
Really? They would.
Yeah. People are going, whoa.
They were drinking by those big rocks.
What is wrong with you? No, it's a restaurant.
Stonehenge.
Not Stonehenge, the box. Stonehenge.
I'm just trying to follow.
Trying to what? Come here. I'm drinking iced tea. I don't know what the heck you're drinking. Now, but here's a little interesting story that most people don't know. Did you know that, you know Elizabeth Taylor? Okay. When she married
Like Todd, maybe?
Michael Todd?
Yeah. I don't remember, but I remember.
Okay. The Stonehenge is where they had their honeymoon.
Really?
That's a true story. They actually went there for their honeymoon.
By all those big rocks.
Why don't you get the heck out of here?
See you later.
Yeah. 1933, Fred Astaire romances Gina Rogers in the movie Swing Time. Sinatra admired Astaire's vocals. He did it in '65. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine. High as a mountain or deep as a river, come rain or come shine.
Hey, you know, though, don't believe what they tell you about drinking, right? Because I know a lot more old drunks than I do old doctors. So I think there's some to that. Might as well just enjoy yourself, right? Sir. So back in 1958, Dean Martin recorded this song. It was a top 20 hit for him. And a few years before, it was a guy by the name of Domenico Modugno, right? Can you say that 3 times fast? Domenico Modugno. He had a global, he's Italian, of course, right? He had a global hit with this thing, but I think Dean Martin's version is the one that people remember the most, right? Go ahead, guys. Sing it, everyone.
Oh,
let's fly way up to the clouds, away from the magnet crowds. We can sing in the glow of a star that I know of. We'll always enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave the confusion and all disillusion behind. Just like birds of a feather, a rainbow together we'll find. Hey, you know, before Steve starts, I got to tell you, he was telling you the story about how we met and everything up here. We've become really good friends, you know.
yeah, we have.
Confidence.
Yeah.
And we started to talk the other day because Steve's 84 years old and I'm 48, so But as you start to get older, you know, you start to think about the end and what's going to happen and what you're going to do.
I'm not thinking about that.
I told Steve that I want to be cremated, and just to show you the kind of friend he is, he made an appointment for Tuesday.
Though April showers may come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. So if it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining, you know, it's raining violets. And when you see clouds upon the hill, you soon will see crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for the bluebird, keep listening for his song. Whenever April showers come along. Thank you so much. My goodness. He was driving on the West Coast, on the highway on the West Coast, and he turned on the radio, and he heard the, oh, come on, Steve, the Kingston Trio do this song. He was so impressed, he pulled the car off the road and he called Gordon Jenkins, his arranger, and he said, Gordy, I want this on my next album. It's a story about a man's life. When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year. Small town girls, soft summer nights. We would hide from the lights on the village green. When I was 17. It's not you. Mamma mia. You know what I mean? When you wake these guys up, right? There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I like the way you play. You do a nice job, you know what I mean? Yeah. We had Lottie Lenia in a three-penny opera. Louis Armstrong, saxophone. Then the guy with the name of Robert Walden Casado, better known as Bobby Darin, did this song. And then the late 80s, Frank Sinatra did this killer of a song, and I wanna dedicate it to my man Jilly over there. Oh, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and it shows that a pearly white, just a jackknife. How old man keeps a bit, keep on, and he keeps it out of sight. You know that shark bites with his teeth, the deer. Scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves, though, where's old man keeps the bed? So there's a little thing, ain't never tricks of red. Take me uptown, on the sidewalk. I saw them like my life. Headlights and body, it's moonlight. Someone is singing around the corner. Someone perhaps is beyond the night.
This song was actually from the musical My Fair Lady. And Rex Harrison did it, and he was singing about Audrey Hepburn in the movie. and the show. And then Johnny Mathis did it in 1957, and Dean Martin did it in 1916. And tonight, I'd like to dedicate it to my fiance, who's sitting right here, Catherine. Right? I think this is a perfect song for Catherine. I've grown accustomed to a thing. She almost makes the memory. I've grown accustomed to the tune. She whistles like new. Her smiles, her frowns, her ups, her downs, they're second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I was serenely independent and content before we met. Surely I could always be that way again. I've grown accustomed to the woods, accustomed to a voice, accustomed to the
I say that's life. That's life, I just can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, perfect, I'd jump right on a big bird. Ah, baby, I would slide. Play it, Chris. Chris Moderano on those keys. I've been a puppet, pauper, pirate, poet, pawn and a king. I who was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter tragic joke I'd found with you. The meaning of existence, oh my love. This is where I wanna be, here with you so close to me, until the final flicker of life's ember. Tony T, ladies and gentlemen, Tony T. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. Loves the theater, but she never arrives late. She would never bother with some bum she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp.
The people cry in a hole in the ground, New York, New York. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Count 2. Smile 1. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
little town with